team like Kyrie and KD, or the Lake Show with King James and AD. Wish I could match him up with the bad boys from the 80s, but no black and white, I need that in HD. HenDawgz.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy HenDawg, and we back to it. You know how we do it. Kobe Bryant versus Larry Bird. Hey, I think this might be my favorite video I've done so far. This is about to be a banger, man. But before we get into it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and like this video if you like this video. And go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know who you think is better. Let me know. Well, actually, I got two questions. Who do you think is just the better overall talent? And who would you rather have on your team? Because those are two different questions. Somebody can be better than somebody, but you still pick the other person for your team. So yeah, answer those two questions for me, man. But this is about to be a good one. Y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I... Well, you know, if you watch me for the first time, you don't. But I'm a diehard Kobe guy. Kobe is my GOAT. I always say Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but Kobe is my GOAT. But Larry Bird, man, over the last 6 months, there hasn't been one player that's like risen in my top players more than Larry Bird. You know, I always grew up knowing that he was a great shooter, and you know, he won his championships with the Celtics and all that. I already knew that. But diving into these reaction videos and really like, you know, watching these Larry Bird videos, he's nasty. He's one of the best, man. Larry Bird was unstoppable. Not just shooting either. I mean, I think that's the biggest misconception, that he was just a shooter. Like, no, he did it all, man. He was a great rebounder, great passer, tough, talked his shit. Like, he did everything. Wasn't much that Larry Bird didn't do, man. So this is gonna be a tough video, but let's get into it. I want to see who this guy is. I'm not too sure who did this video, but shout out to him, because there's not too many videos out there that's comparing these two players. So let's get into it. We got Kobe Bryant versus Larry Bird. Who's the real champ? Let's get it.
Kobe Bryant versus Larry Bird. Welcome to the Versus series, where we look at two stars in sports and see who comes out on top after 9 tough rounds of individual skills and advanced data. Today's video, we're looking at 2 of the best players in NBA history. It's Kobe Bryant against Larry Bird.
Let's get to it.
Mamba versus Larry Legend. Kobe Bryant is a 5-time champion, 1-time MVP, and 32-time Player of the Week. And Bird is a 3-time champion, 3-time MVP, and a 3-point contest champion. Okay.
So right there, what would you rather have? 5 championships and 1 MVP? Or 3 championships and 3 MVPs? That's tough. I mean, it's you kinda want to say the 5 championships, but 3 MVPs, that's legendary. And Kobe should have more than just 1 MVP, but that's for another story. That's for another story. But let me know which one you would rather have. 5 championships and 1 MVP, or 3 championships and 3 MVPs. They both are legendary. Both are amazing.
Okay, now we know you know the matchup, so let's start the match. Before we start, can you do me a solid and hit the subscribe button? I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by April. I really appreciate it, and if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Number 1, on-ball defense. Let's start with the Mamba. He always gave a great effort on the defensive side of the court, and showed he had a very high IQ. He had great footwork on the defensive end, just like on the offensive side of the court.
Sure did.
3 times, Kobe was top 10 in steals in the league, and Kobe made an impressive 12 all-defensive teams. Larry Bird isn't the on-ball defensive player Kobe is, but he's still been selected to 3 all-defensive teams in his career. Now, his on-ball defense wasn't bad, but it wasn't spectacular either. The first round goes to the Mamba. Number 2.
First round goes to the Mamba. I agree with that. Kobe used to make it a point. Like, if it was another player on the other team going off, he was going to go guard him. It's 94 feet. You know, he didn't care about what he had to do on the offensive end. A lot of players, like, really good offensive players will be like, you know what, I want to save my energy for offense. Let's sign a defensive player that, you know, can go defend those super good players. But Kobe was like, no. If there's a player out there that's balling, I'm going to go guard him. And I'm going to go shoot the ball on offense. So, got to respect it. But that's another misconception of Larry Bird. A lot of people say how slow he was, but they said he still had 3 all defensive teams. So that's impressive, man. That's impressive. Like, don't sleep on Larry Bird, but the first round got to go to Kobe.
Slasher, driving to the rim. Kobe, with his above-average ball handling ability and excellent footwork, made it easy for the Mamba to drive to the rim, where he took around 20% of his shots and made 60% of these shots. Bird was a great offensive player, but driving the ball to the rim wasn't one of his strengths like Kobe. 2-4 takes another round. Number 3, Playmaking.
Another one. I've seen a lot of Larry Bird highlights, and I've saw a lot of drives too. So I don't know why he's trying to act like Larry Bird wasn't that great of a driver. But again, Kobe is levels. It's levels to it. Shout out to the Bird gang too. Damn, I ain't even shouted y'all out yet. Shout out to y'all if y'all part of the Bird gang. Write something in the comments. But yeah, the first two gotta go to Kobe, y'all. First two go to Kobe. 2-0 Kobe.
Passer. Don't get it twisted, Kobe was a great playmaker, but normally only for himself. Bryant had games where he had flashy passes, but he was never consistent with it, you know. Throughout his career, he averaged 4.7 assists per game and assisted on 24% of his teammates' field goals. Larry Legend assisted on 24.7% of his teammates' field goals and averaged 6.3 assists per game throughout his career. It's clear to me that Larry Bird takes this round because he was a great playmaker for himself and others. Number 4.
Definitely. I definitely get that to Larry Bird. People sleep on how great of a passer Larry Bird was. The quote that I always remember that people always say was Magic Johnson. He always made the simple pass look amazing. Like, you know, it'd be a simple pass, but, you know, he'd be no-looking it and making it look crazy, making it look way better than what it was. But Larry Bird would make the amazing pass look simple. You know, it'd be a super great pass, but the way Larry Bird would do it, it just make it look really simple. But regardless, he was a great passer, and I give it to him. I give it to him. But let's not sleep on Kobe's passing. You know, everybody always want to call Kobe a ball hog and this and that, but what people don't realize is Kobe is a shooting guard. He's paid to shoot the ball. He wasn't paid to pass the ball. He was paid to shoot. So y'all got to remember that before y'all call Kobe a ball hog. But that round definitely goes to Larry Bird. Larry Bird was different on that passing side.
Scoring. Both players are known for
tough.
scoring, but Kobe has 2 seasons under his belt where he led the league in scoring. Kobe's career high in scoring points is 35.4 points per game, and he had another season where he averaged 31.6 points per game.
35 for a whole season?
He averaged 25 points per game. Bird is one of those players that couldn't be checked by any defender in the 80s. He averaged 24.3 points per game for his career, and his highest average is 29.9 points per game. Looking at the stats, and the fact that they both attempt 19 shots per game, and Kobe still averaged more points, so Kobe bested Bird in this round. Number 5, mid-range shooting.
I get that one to Kobe too.
3-point shooting. Larry Bird took 60% of his shots from mid-range. That's because he's good at it. Standing at 6'9", he could get his shot up over a defender easy. For his career, Bird was making 50% of his mid-range jump shots.
You see
If
the
ever saw
drive?
Kobe play basketball, then you know his mid-range game was a work of art. I'd say Kobe is a master of getting to a spot on the court and getting his shot up, all because he has superb footwork. For his career, Kobe took 51% of his shots from mid-range, but only hit around 44%. Throughout Kobe's career, he attempted around 21% of his jump shots from the three-point line for 36 minutes. That's around 4.1 attempts per game. He made 32% of his jump shots from the three-point line. Larry Bird, if he played in a different era, might have broken all kinds of three-point records. Larry Bird, throughout his career, only shot 10% of his jump shots from the three-point line. That's half the shots Kobe took. But Larry hit his three-point jump shots around 37% of the time. Bird is just a better shooter, so he takes this round also.
Do you give Larry Bird the mid-range? Like, I give him the three-point range. Just because he shot 36% when the three-point line was fairly new. So I'm gonna just take into account that if Larry Bird played around the same time Kobe played, yeah, he would be up there with Steph Curry in three-point numbers. Like, Larry Bird was a phenomenal shooter, but I might be biased, and that's why I'm happy I'm doing this video, and that's why I'm happy I have a good Celtics Larry Bird fan base on my channel, because I want y'all to be able to tell me, like, no, bro, you tripping. Larry Bird's mid-range game is killing Kobe's. Like, I want y'all to tell me that, because I'm going to be biased, and I can't sit here and say that all of the Larry Bird highlights that I didn't watch, that his mid-range was better than Kobe's. I mean, they both probably top 3, top 5 that I've ever seen as far as mid-range shooting. But Kobe might be number 1. Kobe might be number 1 on my book, but y'all let me know, who do y'all think is the better mid-range shooter? Like I said, Bird got the three-point shooting. Kobe wasn't the greatest three-point shooter. I mean, when he got going, he was amazing. You know, he had 12 threes in a game, which is crazy. But I would give the three-point line to Larry Bird. But mid-range, let me know.
6. Player efficiency rating. PER is a measure of per minute production, standardized such that the league average is 15. Larry Bird's best season per minute production. Number 6. Player efficiency rating. PER is a measure of per minute production, standardized such that the league average is 15. Larry Bird's best season was in 1988, where his PER was at 27.8, and for his entire career, he had a PER of 23.5. Kobe Bryant's peak season for PER was in the 2005-2006 season, where he had 28, but for his career, his average is 22.9. This round is close, but Bird is edging out Kobe for this one.
PER. I know they kind of explained it a little bit right there, but can somebody else in the comments just give me a better, definition of what that is, and some of the best PER players now. I'm sure it's probably different with as many people that shoot threes nowadays, but kind of give me a little bit more on what that PER is. And is it even important? Is that something that, statisticians and coaches really care about? Let me know.
Number 7. Net rating. Net rating is the offensive rating minus the defensive rating, but we can simply say, how much better or worse is the team when a particular player is on the court? For his entire career, Larry Bird had a net rating of 7.8 when on the court, and Kobe had a 3.5 for his career. Clearly, Bird flies away with this round. Number 8. Playoff performance.
So basically that's saying that Larry Bird was more important to his team than Kobe was to his team. Again, I might be biased, but I don't know. I don't know if that's true. The Celtics, that 85-86 team, they say was one of the best teams of all time. Well, I guess having Shaq on your team is a little different too, but I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all agree with that. Y'all agree that Bird won that round? Let me know.
Both players are champions.
Playoff
Who raised their game in the playoffs? Let us look at Kobe's stats first. Kobe played in 43 playoff series and has a 33-10 record. Kobe averaged around 25.6 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, and 4.7 assists per game. Kobe Bryant had a true shooting of 54.1 and had a 2.3 net rating in the playoffs for his career. Larry Bird played in 32 playoff series and had a record of 23-9. Bird averaged 23.8 points per game, 10.3 rebounds per game, and 6.5 assists per game. He also had a true shooting percentage of 55.1 and a net rating of 4.3. This is a tight one, but Kobe has a higher PER with 22 to Larry Bird's 21.4, so Kobe bounces back in this round. Number 9. Who's more clutch?
Who is more clutch?
The last 5 minutes of the game, Kobe shot 39% from the field and 29% from deep, and his plus-minus was 0.8. Kobe hit 6 game winners when his team was trailing. Larry Bird is one of the greatest clutch players in NBA history. He hit 4 game winners while his team was trailing. There's no stat to show me Larry's shooting percentage, but going from an eye test and what I know, this round goes to Kobe. After 9 rounds, the Black Mamba's the winner, winning 5 out of 9 rounds. I believe this could have gone either way. Go to the comments section if you believe this was a fair outcome. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. Until next.
Great video. And I don't know why he has a 100-hour black screen. That's OD. That's crazy. I don't know what you would ever use that for. But anyways, great video. This is a really, really good video. I'm happy that he put this together. And Kobe won. I mean, I personally would have Kobe ranked a little bit higher than Larry Bird on my all-time list. Like, it's close. I got Kobe number 2. I got Kobe 2, and I got Larry Bird in my top 5, 6 range. But hey, that's just me. And I want to hear y'all opinions. Where do y'all rank Kobe at all time? Where do y'all rank Larry Bird at all time? And who do y'all feel is better between the two? But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. You right there that's watching. Go ahead and hit that button for me, man. Go ahead and like this video if you liked it. Go ahead and write something in the comments. Let me know who you picking first. You the GM of a team, and you see Larry Bird out there and you see Kobe out there. Who you picking first? But I appreciate y'all like always. We out.